New York City is home to Broadway, and because of this, a lot of theater lovers are dreaming of visiting this place and experiencing its magnetic cultural and theater scene, amongst other things. I've just come back from New York and I've experienced some amazing theater related activities, and in this video, I'm recommending four that are my favorites. We're going to do something theater related, and it is the Museum of Broadway. So, wow. Come along, come along. I think this is one of the things, if you're a theater nerd, you have to check out. While this sounds like something that should have existed for years now, the Museum of Broadway opened only recently in November 2022. The museum is organized in a chronological order. You start the exhibition on the third floor, where you're greeted with a video that sets the scene about the theater district and explains how it's come to be centered around the Times Square. The timeline starts from the end of the 19th century with the creation of the American musical, mentioning some notable early forms, but it also delves into plays throughout the exhibition, so this isn't curated with musicals in mind only. Early on in the exhibition, we're greeted with memorabilia, costumes, and photographs of the Ziegfeld Follies that in some ways paved the path towards musicals that we know today. From there, we still follow Ziegfeld as a Broadway figure, and we move to a themed room dedicated to the musical he directed in 1927, Showboat, which was an adaptation of the novel of the same name and a big success. The exhibition offers immersive rooms dedicated to various significant musicals throughout, starting with Oklahoma, West Side Story, Cabaret, offering an opportunity to see original costumes, props, playbills, and photographs from the early productions. Broadway's history is so rich, and the Museum of Broadway did an amazing job of picking the pivotal moments. I'm not going to share them all, so you can go and discover them yourselves, but hopefully this video offers a glimpse into everything you can see. The immersive room experiences are split with an overview of different decades before you head into the rooms, depicting the most notable musicals, so definitely take a moment to read these boards, as it will help you get an overview of the era and think about the major world events that have had a huge impact on theater industry. Throughout the exhibition, you will see costumes from various shows as well as their drawings. Giants of musical theater are featured throughout, such as Stephen Sondheim, Andrew Lloyd Webber, and Cameron Mackintosh. There's a whole section dedicated to the Phantom of the Opera, which only recently closed on Broadway as the longest-running show in the musical theater history, with just shy of 14,000 performances. As you explore the rooms and get to your favorite musicals, it's impossible not to sing, so everyone embraces it and you can feel the love for theater in the air. The first part of the exhibition ends here, and then you're heading one floor lower to discover everything that happens behind the scenes of creating a Broadway show. I really like how they've split this, because we don't talk enough about everyone behind the scenes involved in creating theater experiences. From producers, sound and light engineers, costume designers, choreographers, stage management, to lyricists, publicists, orchestra, musical directors, to finally actors and dancers. Creating live on stage experiences requires a huge number of talented people working together. You end the tour at the gift shop, where you can get some merch. I've bought my ticket online and paid $46 for a specific time, but you can also get a flexible ticket that allows you entry throughout the day. The Museum of Broadway was amazing. I really enjoyed it, and I would highly recommend that experience. Hopefully you enjoyed a bit of my overview of how it all went, but now I'm taking you to the second thing that I think you should do if you love theater, and that is visit the Drama Bookshop. Established in 1917, this isn't your average bookshop. This place lives and breathes all things theater. With posters of various Broadway shows greeting you as you enter, here you can find every possible theater book you can imagine. From plays, librettos, to books about acting, voice, auditioning, it is a favorite amongst Broadway professionals, so you never know who you might spot here. While the shop now looks swanky and new, this wasn't the case just a few years back, when the neglect, the rise of ebooks, and increase in rent threatened for it to shut. But the founding fathers of Hamilton the Musical bought the store and renovated it. This store isn't only a place to go and buy books, this is a place where like-minded creatives meet and create too. There is a lovely little coffee shop where you can get a snack and a few different breakout areas where you can sit down and read or simply observe the buzz around you. I am heading today to the Ellen's Stardust Diner, which is a famous diner where the staff is very skilled in singing some Broadway songs. So I will take you with me and show you this experience. At first glance, this is just a regular American diner. You get your menu, you order your food, and you're all set. I ordered a rainbow bagel with scrambled eggs and American cheese. Delicious. But it gets more theatrical when staff who took your order showcase their amazing voices. Literally, all of them sing, and you can share your request for a song, which means that the crowd in the diner is here for the experience. I'll just let you enjoy these amazing voices for a little bit. The food in the diner isn't more expensive than anywhere else around this area, as this is located on Broadway just above the Times Square, so expect to spend between $25 and $35 minimum. But it is worth for the experience, and you can just make this as your lunch stop for the day. And lastly, seeing a Broadway show is a must, but I can imagine you've already planned to do this if you're visiting New York City. Securing tickets is pretty straightforward. If you want to do it in advance, just Google a show you'd like to see and go to the official theater website before exploring third-party providers to get an idea of the prices and seats available. I went to see Chicago and booked the tickets in advance, but I did it using the official production website as I couldn't find better deals anywhere else. I tried using Today Tix, but I couldn't select a specific seat, only the area where I'd like to sit or price range, and then the app would select the best available option. Whereas on the Chicago website, I could select the seat and check the view, so my recommendation goes to booking tickets that way. You can also try and secure tickets on the day, but get ready to queue up for at least an hour and be on Times Square really early because this is the queue. Also, have a few shows in mind that you would like to see in case you don't get tickets for your first choice, but definitely you have to see a Broadway show if you're visiting New York. And that concludes my 4 recommendations for theater lovers in New York. This is just the first of my New York video series because I've been there for 7 days and experienced quite a lot of amazing things that I would love to share with you. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next New York adventure I post on my channel.